The financially well-off have just as much environmental responsibility as everyone else, because all the money in the world will not prevent or solve today's predicted global devastation, and will be worthless when we emit the greenhouse gas that breaks the environment's back. In environmental terms, the financially well-off are just another global citizen who have just as much responsibility to be a good global citizen as any other global citizen. Society gives the wealthy a golden ticket to believe wealth is an exclusion from being environmentally responsible. But wealth is not an exclusion from being environmentally responsible. So contrary to social privileges, the "I'm rich, so my greenhouse gases are okay" needs a big get real. Greenhouse gases emitted from the wealthy are as destructive as those generated from the less financially fortunate, and in most cases more so, because their lifestyles generally emit way more greenhouse gases. Point is, we need everyone's cooperation, including the financially well-off, right now. Today, everybody who's an anybody is flying in private jets, including many who promote environmental responsibility, which leaves people thinking there is nothing wrong with this. So if you are wealthy enough to afford it, why wouldn't you do it? Well, because on average, private jets burn as much fuel in 1 hour as a car does in 1 year. That means a lot of greenhouse gas emissions in 1 hour. So although private jets are perceived as glamorous, they really are such an abusive habit that the world can't afford. Homes of the financially well-off generally emit way more greenhouse gas emissions than homes of those of average financial means. It's not just the size of the home, it's the second, third, fourth, and fifth homes, all of which use an incredible amount of energy and are heated in the winter even when no one is there. They also have cars, usually just sitting, waiting for a house visitor. And then they have to fuel up the jet to get to the homes, all of which emits a huge amount of greenhouse gases, leaving a huge environmental footprint. The cars the wealthy drive are generally more environmentally abusive than cars of average individuals. It's the size of the cars and all the accessories these cars have that add to their environmental abusiveness. So we need to stop glamorizing status symbol cars and start thinking of them as the environmentally abusive that they are. We all need to downgrade our vehicles to putt-putts, including the wealthy. If not, soon enough we'll all be driving the same thing, a pre-industrial revolution stagecoach. Now that's a beauty. The wealthy have a lot of high-end tastes, including dining. The wealthy can afford the exclusive from far away, or the best cuts of beef, or to fly in lobster for dinner, so there is a lot of transportation involved. Then, there needs to be some fine wine, so again, a lot of transportation. Buy local is a slogan we need to embrace, because we didn't have environmental problems when we weren't shipping our meals in from all over the world. Today, the financially well-off really have a golden ticket that excludes them from environmental responsibility, as their lifestyles are still glamorized. But we have to tear that ticket up. The wealthy are just another global citizen who are as responsible as everyone else to this planet to be a good global citizen. Desperately needed environmental progress needs to count on the wealthy to be on board, like every other global citizen needs to be, because all the money in the world will not prevent or solve today's predicted global devastation.